Hey guys, it's Futon here, coming in at you with another video. This one involving clue presets. I've been doing a lot of easy clues on the stream. If you not noticed, I'm like basically, well, I'm gonna re-get top page shortly. But just so a heads up on all this, of people been asking about my presets, etc. So we're gonna start going through this a little bit. First off, we have Globetrotter here. This is a definite need for clues. I mean, this lets you switch out clues, and this lets you teleport. There's really only one clue you ever want to teleport or switch out, and it's extremely rare, which is the Cathedral, which is down here. Let me pull out. There's a clue like literally right here, and as you can see, there is no like you can get a teleport down here, but there's no way to scale back up. So yeah, like the closest thing you can actually teleport to is right here or here and run all the way over. It's not fun. Or Desert Strike Worm mass, but you are limited to 2 a day, and you'll probably run into more than 2 a day. Besides that, Comp Cape actually isn't really that needed. I normally just use it here for a teleport to a bank. You actually do not need an Artie Cape or a Comp Cape with this presets anymore. They're really irrelevant. It's faster for using Artie Load anyway than using the Cape Telly on this. For easies. No, for easies. So, then we got Luck of the Doors here, which is for fairy rings. Not Luck of the Doors. Grace of the Elves with fairy rings. Luck of the Doors is for Grand Exchange. There's actually 2 clues here with Grand Exchange, and actually 3 that are fastest Grand Exchange teleport. Then we have Skull Scepter, which teleports you indefinitely from Barbarian Village, and it's from the Stronghold of Security. I will be doing a video on this, how to get this later. It's also required for Completion Escape. Either way, so then we get into these new items. Teleport to Passage of the Abyss, which is the new alchemical onyx, which can hold up to 6 different teleports per one. And I recolor this one green, and I have another one down here which is red, so that I can have 2 both in one preset. So you got dual brings, glories, games. Everything here is used for clues. Then we have the magic cape here, which is a swap between lunars and normal. There is one teleport 2 spots in Port Khazard that is the fastest to be on Lunars for. And then Artie is fastest just to use Comp-Cape, max guild, switch to normal to go to Artie and flip between the both. It's still the fastest way. There's no other way around it. All these rune pouches, they're just optional, these rune pouches, but I use them for all the clues. Of course, Bladed Dive. This has an Edgeville teleport on it, but it's not used for easies, but I kind of like trying to have multiple presets, you know. I'm going to flip out the perks. Right now it has mobile and clear-headed because it's for rune crafting, but I suggest you do mobile glowworm for that. And then besides that, Master Quest Cape right here. Master Quest Cape is actually a little bit irrelevant. You can get away without having it. If you're on normals, you could just teleport the Varrock for the museum, etc. But it's still nice to have. I use it for the East Bank. I think it's Chad of Drawers of the East Varrock Bank, and then the cart in the Varrock Palace I use this for. Legends Guild could be replaced by Fairy Rings. In fact, I have replaced it with Fairy Rings because it's actually slower because of the fact you have to get out of combat after surging. And besides that, Champions Guild, which could be replaced with Combat Necklace to Champions Guild. Or Combat Bracelet to Champions Guild. Other one, Portable D-Root, or Fairy D-Root, or whatever. Tree Rooter. This is used for, there is one behind, the mushroom behind the Grand Tree here. It's actually probably one of the, you could skip that one if you really teleport to it, skip that if you really want. There is one, this is for the chicken coop, there is one here. I just have this book here just so reference, so you don't need the book either. Dungeoneering Cape, this is very useful. Dwarven Mine, there's a chest in the Dwarven Mine, this is the closest way to get to it. Mining Guild, if you don't want to use Charges of the Abyss, but the Charge of the Abyss is so cheap anyways, no big deal. So your Mining Guild, which will put you underneath the guild, so you have to walk up, where with this you don't. Besides that, another useful one is the Alcrid Mine, which teleports you right directly on top of an emote spot, not slot. Another one is the invitation box. You use the invitation box twice, and the invitation box will drop you right here at the limestone emote. It's really useful. Slayer Cape. Spyria is the main one to use because Ivy's house is right by Spyria. This one is used for, there's one box in Canifis that is very useful for this, or you can use a lodestone, but this is faster and free. Teleport Clan Vexum to South Valador. This one is actually very weird because you can get here. This is the fastest way to get to the emote of the Strug Mine and then the twirl at the Remington Crossroad. And on top of it, there is a clue in the shop on the South Valador wall, and there's a shortcut right here to get to that. So that's what that's there for. But Bits of the Passage 2. Okay, here's the second one. Enlightened Amulet Nexus. Very useful because they get you to the Fairy Ring Shack, and there's a clue inside the shack. So that's what that's used for. Ring of Slaying isn't used for easies, but it's just there. Ring of Respawn. This is used for when you're on Lunars. And for Valador, because it teleports you right next to the square. If you're on Lunars, like right here, and you want to go teleport, say, Camelot, boom, it puts you here. It's cheaper to use in the lodestone. And the actual Lumber's teleport puts you in Combat Academy. So this is actually one of the most convenient ways of using it. And then Traveler's Necklace is the next big one. Wizard Tower. The rest are not used for easies. This one's used a lot for meds, but this puts you right next to an emote slot, which is right up here on this tower here. And then wall runes, of course, because you could put the wall runes. You could swap around the rune pouches and probably remove the rune pouches if you really wanted to. But let's take this for example, this one here, which is in a weird spot. Like, you just go here, Combat Bracelet, and then Ranging Guild. It makes life a lot simpler. Originally, I was doing 2 surges in a run from Sears, but you got stuff like this now. Except I never can get that angle. Either way, it's right up here. This was originally one I used to tell you to a lot, but with the new set of items, it's kind of bad to do it. Boom, done. Okay, casket, I was already done. But just go through a few clues. Like here, we'd use a fairy ring. So boom, Xenor's fairy ring. Perfect example. Boom, you're now on a fairy ring. This has infinite charges. You have 2 extra clicks. Comparison to a normal fairy ring. And you just run over here and open them up. It's really crazy on how much this preset, like the new items, especially the passages, make a big difference. Okay, headbang, you're gonna see here. Boom, done. Not. The person's been here for days. I have no idea what he's doing. 0-5 Alcrid Mine. And then, of course. And now, no, I don't have to withdraw anything from my hidey hole because I have the full Globetrotter. If you have the full Globetrotter, you could just use the emote. And I binded this right here to this button here that I'm just clicking. Right here. Good prime example, dig site pendant, boom. You got every single compactor available in 2 inventory slots now with the passage. And the missing slot on here is Ferocious Rings. I was trying to do it before the video, and I just lost motivation because I have errors blocked for farming boss tasks. So I kind of had a struggle getting anything in there outside of dailies. Here we go. We're on Lunars. Boom. 3. Ring spawn. But this gives you kind of a little bit of a gist of what you're going to be looking for in a clue preset. There's nothing else that's really needed. Everything else, you'll either use this or you will swap to normals and use a normal spell, or you will, yeah, that's pretty much it, or use a lodestone. I think there's like 1 or 2 cases where you actually want the lodestone. That is for Artie East, which is, there's a chest there upstairs of the pub, and you also want it for the Ardoin East, the bank next to the lodestone. There's a chest right there. But pretty much these are all of where everything is. Easy clues are quite simple. I mean, literally it's in the name, easy clues. And they're quick to memorize. Alcarid is fastest to use the Alcarid is fastest just to use the lodestone because of the glory actually teleports you to Shanty Pass instead of teleporting you there. And like you see here, I'm just using the rings of respawn here to avoid going off Lunars as long as possible, because the only reason you need to is for Artie. Like right here, panic on the fishing crawler, thank you. Boom, teleport. And then we're right here at the fishing trawler. So you definitely want at least that teleport in your rune set, and everything else for normal teleports. Because, I mean, you might as well just start using them. Because you do want even the Lumber's teleport you do use. Okay, right here, crates of the north end of the market. See, that's where you gotta go into. Switch to this. And then we go into right here, switch off, and then we teleport to Artie until we get, then we start using the normal spellbook until we get what we got the last time, and there's two possible there. There's a crate there, and then there's an emote that you just saw. But yeah, and this is a new clue spot, and the one by the bank is also new. They were from the Player on Farms. Oh yeah, another thing is Globetrotter armbands. If you do not have the armbands, open this up. You want Lumberyard and Clock Tower teleports in your inventory. If you don't have the this right here. I can skip it because I have it right there. Boom, done. You definitely do need Lumberyard, and you definitely need Clock Tower. This is just assuming you're a complete clue nub, don't have no points for this. But, and in the order of the pieces you want to unlock as well is backpack, top, gloves, then boots and legs do not matter. Because of the legs, what it does is this allows you to perform the emote without looking it up. Kind of nice, but it's irrelevant because if you get an item, which a lot of these clue items have spots in the legs, you have to like withdraw and then like that. It's kind of just annoying just to use the emote. But this is pretty much the gist of a clue preset and a little bit of showing how these clues go on in the background. So if anyone has any questions, please post in the description, or if there's something I missed or something you think I missed but I have a reason for it, let me know, because I can always create sub videos of different clue locations and speed methods, but I don't really think that's needed because it's a lot of preference. I do certain things a certain way, but I mean, it is what it is. Okay, so you see this one here, you gotta use the respawn rate. But, yeah, that's pretty much clues in a nutcase. And as a note, to recharge these amulets, it's like 500 charges. And literally, that's like 300 clues. If you can't get a Fortunate component in 300 clues or something like that, there's something you're completely doing wrong. But, as a note, and like I said before, you can do without the Master Quest Cape. I just highly advise it. It's really nice. And boom. And also, a thing is, too, because you're not using the load zones, you could surge more often because you got a lot of combat to use them. One off. Cool. Let's see what we get. Fairy rings, yeah. So this is pretty much the end of the clue sets. Hopefully this was a little bit helpful in explaining some of the items that are usable or should be used. And as a note, you could use portable fairy rings if you want to go that far. However, there's nothing to put in the necklace slot anyway. I can't think of anything because all of it went to compactors. So, and also compactors are like, if you not watched my previous video, they're like 600 GP each. They're so cheap. It's not even funny anymore. And of course, I highly suggest you also get Bladed Dive. It is so damn useful. Like, seriously, so damn useful. But I think that's going to be it. I will finish off the rest of this clue and then call it a day on the video. If you found this helpful, like, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate any support regarding the videos. Crown House and the Fight of Valador. See, you get here. This is why. There's so many clues right here. Skill Necklace, Mining Guild. Ground floor. There's literally 4 clues within this little bit of a time period. Oh, I'm horrible with that. Anyway, let's hopefully this is the last step. Nope, we got one more. Church, Ardoin. You can also use Clock Tower teleport to get here. It's equally as fast, but I'd rather just not burn it. Wish this was like old school and this church door was bloody always open, but whatever. Here we go. Here we go. And there we go. So we did like 3. We did a few actually. We did a few. We did like 4 clues right there in this video. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and have a wonderful day.